I want to talk about the situation in Biavo that is unfolding in Biavo. Yesterday there was a march. There was a march yesterday, and it was a peaceful march. I saw the police; they were present, and there was not a lot of people. Uh, but you can see the difference in Biavo. But there's still a lot of stubborn um, foreigners that doesn't want to go away. And as Anita said, it's going to be every every Thursday. So the march was there was a march, and the police walked with the people, um, walked with them with the peaceful march. But I think the marches will stop because I don't think the people are taking. Some people are taking. Many people do take it seriously because many people left home, but there are still these stubborn ones that are here for long, and they don't understand now why they they have to leave the country. But unfortunately, they have to. There are no other ways for them. They have to leave the country because informal, in even businesses, even if you have a formal business, say in the mall, say in the mall or a center, you still are obliged to follow the rules of um, 5 million rand investment, and then you must give uh, work options for South Africans. But I think the thing here is the problem here that I see here, there's a group of white people. I must say there's not the white people, there's a group of people that has businesses that are hiring these people knowingly, knowing that they are illegal in South Africa, knowing they are illegal, so they're hiring and they've been getting away for many years. And it's a group of white people. We need to address that group of white people because they are farmers, they have farms, and they hire illegal immigrants to work on their farms, and then they exploit them because they want to pay them cheap. That is how we have learned. I've worked on a farm, and I've worked on a farm. Lovely white people, but they do not pay well. You work hard and you long hours, but you didn't so they are used to cheap labor. So now the situation in South Africa is unfolding that our people say, look, at least you must give the minimum wage a range of the labor law, and that's not what they want to do. So it looks like everybody wants to do what they want to do, and the government is. But now the government is planning to implement uh, things into place. They are busy with lining up new rules for employers when they hire people, which they were supposed to do way back already. They allowed too many businesses and too many employers to do what they want to do, and that's why we are sitting in this crisis. Even the same thing when it comes to experience, they are supposed to set a law that says, look here, 70% of your business eh, must be open for newcomers, and then 30% must be for 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 experience. Because How are you going to gain experience if you don't get an opportunity? And that is a group of white monopoly uh, culture that has been in South Africa. That's why you don't easily see people get jobs by certain white people. It's not. I'm not talking about all our white people. I'm talking about a certain group of people, and it's mostly farmers, mostly people that has factories. They don't want to hire South Africans because they know the South Africans is going to ask, give us the basic salary. The illegal foreigner that comes here, he doesn't worry if he gets 5 cents a week because he knows at least will have food because he ran away from his country. So he will take whatever he can get by these people and by these bosses. But it makes it uh, illegal for an employer to employ somebody and do not want to give the work to the South Africans. And I think that is now the case now. We are now so far, and you guys know and you see on the channel, you have been following the channel. By now, we are so far into this that currently the people are now going to the farms. They're marching to the farms and they're marching to the culprits. They're marching to the people that they know that are sitting with illegal operations. And I saw it yesterday on the news, and I saw it today also on the news that even in Durban also they are giving people um, last chances to make it right and do things lawfully and respect the law of the country. But this problem comes from the government. The government is the government's fault why the people of South Africa now must enforce the law. See, they have left the people just doing what they want to for years, and now the people don't understand why must they now leave, why must they now uh, change their ways and all the stuff. So it's this is a very serious matter, and also it's a matter of concern that you see how many employers actually employ illegal foreigners, illegal, and so a lot of corruption and criminality is going on in this country, and now the people of the country are cleaning up, which I think is good. Now they enforce the police and the law uh, enforcers to do their job. They are literally standing on. I saw in a video there. There was this one guy who was standing in front and said, "Now do your job." He said to the police, "Come, do your job now. You see this is illegal operation. Do your job now. And if you don't do your job, I will go and say that you are part of it." And a- a- and the police are standing around. The police are standing around the police. You can see they are what we say block in Afrikaans. They are panicking because here you have people that now know what the law is. And because another thing I want to say, mm, because the people now know what the law is, they are they know now what the law is. Now there are more emphasis on and confident on fighting the people and go stand in front of them because they know they have the right. And now the people also know they have the right to enforce that the public servants do their work. They know now they have the right to make sure that whoever are supposed to protect the country must do their work. Uh, Unfortunately, it's because of there was no protection for the people of South Africa. Uh, the government allowed poverty, but they are not all the blame. Uh, that group of white people, that, that monopoly, they are the blame because they didn't hand over the country in a state of they didn't hand the riches over to the country. I believe they took their part and they give Mandela, here's the country. Do what you can do with what we give you. And now all the blame comes on the AG. You can't blame everything on the AG. That's unfair. 70% are their problem, but the 30% is those that are still doing monopoly when it comes to finance and wealth. The wealth of finance is still there by them. They're still benefiting more. So this whole thing around this illegal immigration comes from there. And you should see how many fo- how many foreigners was working on farms because they ran away from the country. Illegal foreigners, they don't even worry if the people don't have papers as long as they can do the job for them cheaply. Cheaply, that is the problem here. But yeah, I hope that this whole situation will be sorted out, and then that we as South Africans can move forward and build the country. And there will also will become a time where the people will march and ask, now where is the land distribution? Because the government are failing on that. You see, the people don't want to work there. Also, the group. I always say the group of white people. It's not the white people as a group of white people. It's not the whites. It's a group of people. Unfortunately, they have that color, but it's a group of people that have control in their families and their household has controlled South Africa, and they are still in control of it. Trust me, they are still in control of it. It's a group of people. So yeah, hopefully we will see, and hopefully we will see what will happen, and where people can, where we can also eat from 94 and make sure that we move forward from here, and that the future for the children and future for many children can be bright because our people are now fighting for the future of them because it's worsened from 1994 up until now. Everything is worsened. The number of unemployment, the number of disease, the only thing that I think is successful is the Department of Health. That's the only thing I still think is uh, good in tech. But the other departments, guys, oh my word, it's terrible. It's really terrible. But yeah, let's see how things unfold. Hopefully, they can find a way to hopefully they can find a way. Hopefully, they can find a way to reach an agreement with the government in order. And the government is spending so much money now on deportation. I don't know, that money could have gone for the people that doesn't have food on the street, people that living on the street. But now the money must go for criminals. Because if you come in a country without documents, you're a criminal. I don't know why are people talking it good and saying the people are xenophobic. If I go now to America and I just go there without any passport, I will be called a criminal. Now, why, when it comes to South Africa, the people can't be called criminals? They are criminals, and they must be handled like criminals because you don't do that to a country. You respect the laws because you expect me to when I'm in your house, I have to respect your laws. And what is still happening now, the people are still covering their police men. They are still covering some of the people, uh, some of the illegal immigrants. They see the shops are open. It's sad what's going on in South Africa. What is right is wrong. What is wrong is right by this laws abiding officers, which is sad. It's so sad. So yeah, I don't have hair anymore. But yeah, people of the palace, that is my view on this. I'm looking for a nice story, man. Yes, I want to get a nice story in. I want to see how it's in Biao because the other day I wanted to go, but it was raining, a little bit, light raining. But then saw the next day that the people did went for March and March. Yeah. Now the other Umtakati is saying, this is what Umtakati is saying. He's saying that he think he must stop with this march because he doesn't think these illegal immigrants are taking the South African serious. So they are planning by the end of June, in the first month of August, they are planning to invade the spaces of where people are still illegally operating in cities, in spaza shops and stuff, because there are some of them that are how can I say, they're headstrong, they're stubborn, they don't want to leave, they want to close. They are still disrespecting the law of the country by not doing what they said on. So some of them stayed and they closed their store, but they never took their stuff. And when the March and March was not in that area, they opened the store again. And then I saw the community saw that, and then the community went on. But what is very, very frustrating and sad is that the police protected those people, protected the immigrants. But I know why the police are protecting the immigrants. The police are protecting the immigrants because our president doesn't want us to look xenophobic, because they know our people will fight and hit that people out of the store because the people are disrespecting the law of the country. But we as the citizens must abide to the law. But the people that doesn't belong here, but doesn't have the necessary need to abide. That's why the people are frustrated with the police, because the police are not doing their work. But I think the police are covering, protecting us. Why I say that? Why the police are protecting us? Because so the world cannot see there's Africans as a reformer, but the people have died for this country. Most of our brothers and sisters have died for this country, and they will do it again. They know what it is to fight. They know what it is to fight for freedom, and now they are fighting for their freedom. You can see, and I'm so glad they're coming to Cape Town, because here is still a lot of work to do. Um, and what is, guys, what is very weird here? Did you ever saw that the DA are speaking against illegal foreigners? No, you haven't seen that, because the whole time they hosted the people here. Most of the people came here to Cape Town. Most of them came here to Cape Town. I will go and see what is unfold in Militant, in Maitland. You can go and see. There's a lot of there's camps there. So the DA did nothing here to stop illegal foreigners. They're still not doing anything. You can come and see. They increase it in the, but here, they only allowed the people to march, but never to enforce the law. But the people are coming in. People are coming from Eastern Cape and from Kimberley, Northern Cape. They're coming in. I saw on the news, and I saw also on Facebook how people are streaming in to come and help, because it doesn't look like the people want to leave, and it doesn't look like that any political party here is actually fighting. They don't feel the need, because remember last year the mayor was here in Belleville, and they never told the people that they must close their shops. They Only came to the people to ask if they have papers to do. That law was already there. Now all of a sudden, because our people have stood up and said, but this is the law that they are breaking. And now the government is following up. But the whole time the government allowed it for foreigners to do illegal operations in South Africa. And now all of a sudden, that's why the people are confused. That's why the foreigners and the illegal foreigners are confused. Because the government looked after them. The government looked after them. They gave them food, they give them parcel. They say, look here, you can come in here, you can come in here, you can come and do whatever you want to do here in South Africa. Now they want to sing the song that our people are singing, but they are the fault. Why we all are in the situation? Why our jobs and stuff have been taken? Is because of the government and protect the people. Then you still have government that officials that are always in corruption cases. Look there, their president is all in another corruption case. So the world is seeing this nonsense. And the people are seeing it all over. Hey, that country, we must go to that country because the leaders are stealing. So we can go live there. They allow everything there. That is the idea that this government is giving the people. I tell you, if the people didn't stand up, the government would not have said the part of the people they would not they are actually angry of working now because all of their voters now is gone. That is what we experience here in South Africa from 1994 up until today. Yeah, and the people are tired. The people are tired. But I said enough. I'm gonna leave. I see you guys next time. Afternoon Showbizz. Thank you for chatting. End. So I see you next time, guys. Thank you for chatting. Yeah. Good now. Yeah. Now this thing doesn't want to go.